Hello, everybody. My name is Michael, and today I am celebrating my 6 months on testosterone, which is really exciting. I remember before I started hormones, I felt like saying that I was so many months on testosterone felt like so far away, and now today I can say 6 months, which is pretty awesome. So I wanted to make a video to talk about the physical changes that I've experienced so far. So I have a list. First thing that I remember noticing was increase in energy. I just felt overall more energetic all the time. Really awesome. With that came an increase in appetite. I noticed that starting maybe the first month and has gradually gone more and more. I seriously frighten myself now with how much food I can eat in one sitting as compared to before. It's weird to be able to eat at least twice as much as I used to and kind of feel full. It's really mind blowing. And I mean, I'm really small. I've put on a fair bit of weight. I've put on 20 pounds, but I'm still really small. So, yeah, it's weird. I was talking to a friend of mine about it, and she laughed and she said, "Well, you know, you're going through puberty, and prepare yourself for spending a lot of money on food in the next little while." So I don't even care. It's so awesome to feel hungry and have a healthy appetite. It's something that I've struggled with my whole life, and it feels amazing to have a healthy appetite. So I'm really happy about that. With that, I feel stronger. I've put on 20 pounds, and that's all muscle, especially my torso, shoulders, my back, my arms a little bit, my chest muscles, and that's even, I'm 4.5 months post-op now, so my chest is coming along really, really nicely. And all of that is with no working out. I walk a lot. I walk around an hour every day with Ben. But other than that, a little bit of yoga here and there, and I work in an office all day. So really not very much physical activity. So it feels really awesome to have put on muscle just from the hormones. No other change in routine. With that, I feel stronger, which is something that I was really hoping for. Chores like shoveling, because, you know, I live in Canada. We have snow, although we've been pretty lucky this winter. We haven't been having that much snow. But yeah, I feel stronger, doing stuff like that. Shoveling, bringing in groceries, even something silly like opening heavy doors, you know, feels easier, and that feels really great. Something that I was not expecting was to feel warmer all the time. At work, I notice it a lot more. You know, there's people around me that are cold, and I'm sweating because I'm warm. And even at home, you know, I have thermostat around 15 degrees all the time, and I'm usually home in just a t-shirt or maybe a long sleeve t-shirt, and I'm comfortable. I'll sometimes get cold. I'll turn it up to maybe 17. But yeah, generally warmer, and this is winter, so I'm wondering what it's going to be like during the summer months, because summer was always, I don't know, I felt like I wasn't nearly as warm as everybody else. Everybody's going around shorts and flip-flops, and I was wearing jeans because I just wasn't that warm. So I expect a lot more shirts and t-shirts next summer. This is Ben, everybody. I know you haven't really met him yet. He's, yep, my little buddy, Ben. So, yeah, warmer, and not very often, but sometimes, especially when I'm feeling really warm, I feel like my blood pressure is going through the roof, which is really new to me. My blood pressure has generally been very, very low. I actually almost didn't give blood one time because my blood pressure was just at the mark that it needed to be in order to give blood. And yeah, I'll be sitting at work and I'll feel really warm, and it feels like my whole body's just pulsing. Like, I don't know, like I just feel super full, and not just like I ate a lot full, but just like my body's just, I don't know, like high pressure or something. It's really weird. It usually doesn't last very long, and I don't feel like it's abnormal or anything, but I didn't expect an increase in blood pressure, so it might just be certain times of the day or when I'm feeling warm, or who knows. I'll mention it to my doctor next time I see her, actually. One thing that I was not expecting with all of that, I know there's a lot of unexpected changes. I blush a lot easier, and I can actually feel my face get really, really hot. And one of my friends will say all the time, she'll just look at me and say something, you know, remotely teasing, and I'll just go and just go really red in the face, and she'll be like, "Oh my God, are you okay? You're really, really red in the face," and I feel fine. I just blush ridiculously easy now, which kind of sucks. I've always been kind of proud of the fact that I was hard to blush before for me, but now, yeah, nothing, red in the face. So I actually told her to stop pointing it out because, you know, kind of got annoying. But anyway, so that was surprising. Yeah. Um, a little bit of headaches, not very much, and I found it was mostly during the first few months, and I think it had to do with my natural hormone cycle kind of interfering with testosterone. Maybe I was experiencing headaches and a general feeling of, I don't know, like there was something going on in my body, sort of war between hormones maybe. But I found the last few months that hasn't really been happening, so that's good. On the topic of regular hormone cycles, I have not had a monthly visit since I started hormones, so that is a huge, huge relief to not feel that discomfort. So that's pretty awesome. What else? My face structure is changing, has changed. It's hard to describe exactly what it is about my face that's changed, although I'm pretty sure my nose is bigger. It's kind of weird, but when I'm looking at pictures from before, it seems like my nose is bigger. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? So yeah, face structure. It generally feels fleshier. I think if I was gonna put any sort of description on it, the face feels fleshier. It's hard to tell whether it's from weight gain, because you know I've put on 20 pounds, so assumably my face would fill out a little bit with that. But it generally looks more masculine too, so that's really exciting. My hairline, I think, is starting to change. I've noticed that my temples here feels like it's receding a little bit. I have a lot of hair, so I'm not overly concerned that I'm gonna be bald anytime soon. But actually, I'm kind of happy about the hairline change because I feel like that was one of the things that wasn't very masculine about my head. Was my hairline, so I'm actually kind of happy about that right now. Facial hair is starting to. I'm seeing a bigger difference these days, especially under here. I've always had pretty coarse hair on my chin here, but it's starting to spread out a little bit, and I'm getting, I don't know, 15 or 20 coarse hairs under my chin here, and it's even here I noticed yesterday that I have like darker long hairs right here. My lip up there is getting coarser, and here is getting coarser. It actually feels really cool when, you know, a few days after I've shaved to feel somewhat stubbly. And here, a little bit under my lips. So, slowly but surely, that's coming in. And I shave here every 2-3 days, and the rest of my face every week or so. Just keep it clean. On the topic of hair, body hair is changing too. My arms, my forearms especially. I don't know if you can see how hairy my arms already were before. It's changed somewhat. It's gotten a bit longer and a bit coarser, especially here, and it's starting to sort of thicken up along my inside of my arm. No change really up here. My hands maybe a little bit darker along the back of my hands. Knuckles, no change there really. My belly has gotten pretty hairy. I don't know if you want to see. So I have pretty impressive trail, and it's starting to crawl up my stomach, and my belly feels just fuzzier in general. It's darker and a bit longer, and I have one hair here that's coarser and longer than the rest, so I think I'm going to be really hairy. It's only 6 months in, and to see that much difference on my stomach already, I wasn't expecting it to happen that fast, so yeah, we'll see what happens. No major change in my legs. I have ridiculously hairy legs, so that hasn't been a change that I can notice, because, you know, it's just like a freaking jungle down there. The one change was on the inside of my legs. Wasn't much hair there before, and now it's more. That's all I can think about in terms of hair change. Another thing that's changed is acne. I haven't had a whole lot on my face. A few more blackheads than I had before. For a while I was getting a lot here, like little blackheads, little pimples, and I still do. Not very bad, but definitely more than before. But the one place that I've gotten a lot of acne is my back, and it's annoying because it's really itchy, and yeah, it's gotten a little bit better the last few weeks, but for a while it was really bad. I probably had like 15 or 20, you know, decently sized pimples on my back, and just I don't even know how many other smaller ones, and it just like, even right now I have one, like a spot right here that's really itchy. So I hope that's gonna go away, especially considering that it's in the winter right now, and you know, the winter kind of dries out your skin because it's cold and the air is dry. So I'm kind of afraid of what it's gonna be like in the summer once I start sweating more, and especially if I'm feeling warmer already. I know that in in October, November, I remember my face being a lot oilier than before. Now, I'm not experiencing that now, or maybe I just got used to it, but it's not nearly as oily as it was then. So I'm expecting that with the summer months and with the warmer temperatures, it might change again. So who knows? So yeah, I really hope that back acne is gonna get better. It's a pain in the ass, and even now I'm getting an odd pimple on my arms and on my shoulders here. Can't think of anything else in terms of physical changes. Oh, my voice. How can I forget about my voice? Yeah, my voice has changed a lot, and it's amazing. I love it. Every time someone comments on how my voice changes, I can't help but grin and say, yeah, it's so awesome, isn't it? And yeah, it's really good. I made another video last month and posted that, and in that video I show a clip of what my voice sounded like the day after my first shot and 14 weeks in, and it's probably even changed a little bit since then. So, and yeah, it's only 6 months, so I imagine it'll keep changing. I think for most people it takes about a year before that kind of settles down, so that's really awesome. I know my mother and father have commented on how I sound like my brother now, which is pretty cool. And excuse me, it's almost bedtime. Even stuff like coughing and sneezing, you know, I can tell my voice is a lot deeper than it used to be. Singing depends on what kind of voice I use when I sing, but that's definitely changed. And one thing that I was really hoping for, because I teach, and where I teach is a large building, and there's usually a fan going and stuff, and there's a lot of noise, so we tend to have to yell sometimes. And the past couple of years, I really hated having to do that, because my voice always sounded so high-pitched. when I would yell, and now I can finally hear a noticeable difference when I yell out, and I feel a lot more confident about that. So, yeah, overall, generally more masculine looking, which feels really great, and with that comes passing almost all the time now, and actually having people assume that I'm a cisgendered male, so it's amazing. And I did not expect that at 6 months in, I would have changed as much as I have already. So I'm really, really happy and pleased with how my physical transition is going so far. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with feeling like I'm looking like I should, sounding like I should, feeling like I should. It's a pretty amazing feeling, and yeah, it's awesome. So I'm trying really hard to make my videos shorter. This one's 16 minutes. So thank you very much for everybody for watching my videos, and if you have any questions or specific topics that you'd like for me to talk about, please send me a message and I'll do the best I can. Planning on making a whole lot more videos. I want to make one that talks about my emotional and social changes is the next one I plan on making. So yeah, good night. Cheers everybody.